Back again. Just got off work, made some dinner for the kids, and hanging out with the shop kitty again. Just gonna make a short little video tonight, finishing up the shift linkage. Went to the hardware store, got what we needed, some set screws and some stainless hardware. And probably just do a little bit of work on aluminum heater hose lines on Grumps Impala here. I'll show you what I got. Okay, today I did at the hardware store, I got some stainless bolts, some nylock nuts, some washers, and some set screws. I bought a couple extra set screws, and I bought some washers just because I was there, and I always try to buy 1 or 2 extra of the hardware I need just in case something breaks or strips or gets lost or who knows. And then I did go ahead and grind the shaft like I was talking about. I marked it last night with a Sharpie in the 2 holes there. Gave it just, just enough for the set screw to step into and lock into. That way when you're reefing on the shifter a little bit, it has something to bite into so it won't slip out ever. I'll put it together real quick and put it in the car and check it out, see how it works. Okay, I did want to tell you guys, I did polish the heads of 2 of the bolts here. Like I said I was gonna, did that off camera. And I did want to tell you guys, anytime you use stainless bolt, stainless nut, you have to put some anti-seize or ARP lube, something on them. The threads will gall up. I don't know why. Even doing it by hand, they'll gall up. You'll be mad. You'll have bloody knuckles trying to get whatever it is apart. Do yourself a favor, put the stuff on it. You'll have no problems anytime you need to take it off or put it back on. Also, I did have a little bit of red Loctite I'm going to use for the set screws right there. Just a little drop on both of them, and that should lock them in there. Okay, I got the shift linkage all hooked up. I kind of just gave it a loose adjustment. I got the set screws in there with a little bit of Loctite on it. I think I'm going to find just a little bit of like a nylock nut to go on the end of those things just to tighten them, make sure they don't back out. So I'll do that tomorrow. I'll take one of the extra set screws with me and make sure I get the right nut for it. So I'll do that. But I did get it connected down there on the transmission. I just kind of gave it a rough adjustment on what I thought it might work, and lo and behold, it does. All the detents, reverse, neutral, drive, 2, 1. All the detents on the transmission and the shifter feel right. I'm gonna run with that. Sweet! Okay, these are the heater hose tubes I made. I just got some aluminum tubing from work. I think they're for some like rear heater lines on like a Yukon or a Tahoe or something like that. I just grabbed some sections. Ordered a big bender for it because kind of a big tube. Got them to fit. Once I put it in the hose, it kind of fits like this up in there. They go in line with the valve cover real nice. I'll build a little bracket for them to sit off of the head. Yeah, I'm gonna sand these things and polish them up. Try to get them polished up as good as I can, so when I finish fitting them and welding them, there'll be minimal cleanup to do on it. Pull them off and do a little sanding and show you that. Okay, I'm just gonna use a DA sander. I got some 400 on there, and I got some extra right there. Got my ear protection. I like to keep my old paint mask around for just a little bit after I paint something, so I can do sanding like this or sanding on a car. That way I'm not breathing all that junk in there. There's only a few little nicks and scratches and gouges in these tubes, so ain't gonna take much. I'll just knock them out real quick. Well, as you can see, my Sandpaper's not wanting to stick to the DA, so I cleaned it up with some acetone, and the paper still didn't want to work, so I switched DAs to the style with the hook it and seemed to work a lot better. Okay, I sanded the tubes, took all the big gouges, imperfections out of them. The cutting wheel I have in the compound I have is kind of aggressive, so it will rip down the aluminum a little bit. I just wanted to get all the deep scratches and gouges out of it. I'll set up and polish these things, and I'll show you through that too. Okay, got the two tubes roughed in with a kind of aggressive cut. Still a little bit of compound on them, just gave it a little wipe down. Checking for any imperfections. I'll touch up any imperfection where needed. I'll get the bracket roughed out that goes to the cylinder head that these will attach to. We'll weld them on. Do that in the next video, but I think I'm gonna finish polishing these out with a little finer compound. Get them to shine real good. That way, minimal work when I'm done with them, you know. Yeah, we'll show you that one on the next one. Okay, that's gonna wrap up this video for the night. Put a couple hours in out here. Kind of tired from working all day. Pretty happy with how things are coming out. Grump's been giving me free rein on what to do with this car. He's kind of giving me some ideas on what he wants done and how he wants it to look. So I'm kind of running with it and making it happen. Trying to make some serious progress on it in the next few weeks. We're gonna be starting some wiring on it. I do have to build the upper and lower radiator hoses out of stainless, so they're gonna match the headers and some other stuff in there. Yeah, so we're gonna wrap this up here. If you like what you've seen so far, like, share, and subscribe, and see you on the next one.